And welcome in, everyone, once again, high above the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. I'm JJ Sylvia, joined alongside myself by my partner and cousin, Mr. Carter Sylvia, for another installment of Somerset Berkley boys basketball here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV. And Carter, it's the Sweet 16, and we were talking on the way to the gym today. Leominster's probably the most talented squad the Raiders have met all season. The tests will just keep on getting tougher the rest of the way back to the Final Four.
For sure, John, and the matchup of this game and the intensity that Leominster's brought just in the warm-up is really impressive to watch, and tonight's going to be a barn burner just like last game.
We use the phrase barn burner a lot, but as you're going to see throughout this game, the crowd has increased significantly in size from the last time we saw you here in this gymnasium. But for this Leominster squad, Carter, Osiris Lopez is going to carry a lot of the load. He's a three-star football athlete getting offers from Boston College and Syracuse, so all eyes are going to be on him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they really got to be cautious of what he can do on the court and also what he can do on the field, of course. But tonight, they really have to stay on him because, especially the film that we watched on him, if he starts getting going, it's going to be a long night.
A long night indeed, but for a Raiders squad that always plays like a team, it should be a good opportunity for them to try and show how teamwork makes the dream work.
For sure, John. Teamwork is always the name of the game, but I think for this game tonight, they really got to start off quick because last game they did not start off great, and Minichog really took advantage in that first quarter.
Let's head down to the court as we do player introductions and the national anthem. We'll be right back here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV.
It's now time for the starting lines. First for the visitors from Leominster. At guard, junior number 2, Sigfrido Carrillo. At forward, junior number 3, Osiris Lopez. At guard, senior number 4, Jeff Data. At guard, senior number 5, Jaden Johnson. And at guard, senior number 11, Michael Keenan. The head coach of the Blue Devils is Kevin Birchfield. He's assisted by Joe Cordio and Justin Data. And now let's meet your Raiders starting five. At guard, junior number 11, Colton Pacheco. At guard, junior number 13, Dominic Taylor. At forward, senior captain number 15, Ben Beal. At guard, senior captain number
here we go, Mr. Cotte. The wait is over. Sweet 16 basketball about to get underway inside the vet. So glad you could all join us tonight here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV. Carter, what's the big thing you're looking for from the hometown Raiders to start tonight?
Like I said in the pregame, they really got to start off strong. If they don't start off strong this game, I think this Blue Devils team is a lot more talented than that Minichog team. They'll take advantage a lot better than they did.
Let's meet the starting lineups for these two squads. First, for the visiting Leominster Blue Devils, it will be Sigfrido Carrillo along with Osiris Lopez, and he will be joined by Jack Dada, Jaden Johnson, and of course, Keenan Michael. And for the Raiders, the usual suspects, Finn Bjork, Dom Taylor, Max Finlaw, Brendan McDonald, and Colton Pacheco. Raiders win the tip, and we are underway. Bjork driving in, there's the first bucket. And the crowd, loud as ever to start.
Yeah, great drive there by Finn Bjork. Business as usual for the kid, and I think his size is really going to have a big impact in this game.
Carrillo coughed it up. Raiders looking to move the other way. They had a slow start to the game against Minichog, looking to get a fast one. Pacheco, the high archer, won't fall. Rebound corralled by Sigfrido Carrillo. Steal for Pacheco, trying to get up the floor. That one bounced away from him, back to Carrillo, and he will give way to Jaden Johnson. Perimeter swing ensuing for the Blue Devils. Inside, Carrillo, the bounce pass for the cutting, Osiris Lopez.
Yeah, great play there by Osiris Lopez. Really just find the open space inside and drive it in for the easy lay.
Now the Raiders with a perimeter swing. Brendan McDonald getting the orders from Bob Slater. Finlaw finds Taylor, who couldn't get around the screen. Now McDonald stops, looking down low. Finn Bjork, he couldn't keep it in bounds. Blue Devil ball.
I like the idea by Brendan McDonald, Finn Bjork. They always a great tandem together, and tonight they're really going to need to be a great tandem because I really love what I saw out of this Leominster Blue Devils last time out.
Michael Keenan starts a pass barrage that makes its way back out to him. Keenan trying to go inside, picked off. That's Brendan McDonald. McDonald the other way, can't get the finish, and no foul call either. Fast break chance brewing for the Blue Devils. And a travel call missed the alley-oop for Osiris Lopez. Puts it off glass.
As I said in the pregame, Osiris Lopez is going to be a problem in this game. They really got to do a better job in marking him inside the paint because he'll keep putting up buckets.
Now Bjork, the corner three. He got it. This Raider offense looking like they're much more in sync than they were in quarter one of their last game.
For sure, John. And before this game, we were talking about how Finn Bjork was actually a pretty good three-point shooter. He's really shown it in this early part of the game.
Travel called there against Sigfrido Carrillo. Ball going back to the Somerset Berkley Raiders. Now Brendan McDonald will give away for Colton Pacheco. Pacheco trying to find Bjork. He was glued to by Lopez, and it's a turnover. Here come the Blue Devils. Dada on the drive, puts it up and in. Nice bucket there for Jack Dada.
Great play there by Dada. Really, once again, find that open space where there really was no coverage, and he made a nice jump shot from mid-range.
Bjork, the miss on the three, board for Taylor, and now back to Bjork on the drive. Can't get the and one, but he will head to the line for a pair of free throws.
I really like from the Blue Devils how they've marked Finn Bjork in the paint really since that first bucket. Osiris Lopez is really playing some good defense.
Finn Bjork at the line, shooting two.
Bjork will watch the first roll in. Finn coming into this one, 69% from the stripe on the season. Give them both. A 7-6 Raider lead. 4:40 to go here in quarter number one. Pass down low. Carrillo sends it back outside. Blue Devils resetting with Jaden Johnson. A pass barrage makes its way to Carrillo. He'll go up with it and get fouled. Foul's going to be on Colton Pacheco.
I really like what I've seen from the Blue Devils in terms of their fast ball movement. It's really impressive how it's just quick, one-touch passing to each other, and that's what caused the foul.
Carrillo will make the first. Clock stop with 4:26 remaining here in quarter number one. Sigfrido Carrillo will make both at the free throw line as the lead swings back and forth here in quarter number one. Pacheco on the drive, spins, puts it up, won't go, got his own board. Pacheco tied up and fouled.
Great job there by Colt Pacheco. Once again, one of those hustle plays. He keeps with it, gets his own rebound, and draws a foul.
Foul is on the floor, and it was on Michael Keenan. That's his first. Inbound to Bjork. Bjork up top, McDonald. McDonald had Johnson glued to him. He'll give it across Finlaw. Max Finlaw backing his man down. Pulls up, got it. Beautiful body control by Max Finlaw. And the Raiders jump back in the lead 9-8. Pass inside by Laura. Intercepted. Dom Taylor on the fast break. Got stripped by Jaden Johnson. It will stay. Raider ball.
Great chase down defensive play there. They're really going to need to keep doing that because this Raider team on the fast break is really hard to stop.
Up top, Pacheco, his three comes wide left. Bjork fighting for the board. He is lost in that battle against Osiris Lopez. 3.5 to play, quarter number one, 9-8 Raiders. Lopez to the far side, deep three on the way from Laura, will not go. Bjork the board. Now Brennan McDonald speeding up the floor, nearly crossed himself up. Finds Dom Taylor. And now Bjork against Lopez. Drives the big body. Can't get the big finish. Still 9-8 Raiders. Scoring has slowed down a bit over the past few minutes, Carter.
Yeah, for sure, John. And as I said before, they're really playing tight defense inside, not allowing Finn Bjork to get even an inch of room in there.
Carrillo giving it for Jaden Johnson. A pass barrage back to Johnson inside, and a travel. First substitution into the game for the Leominster Blue Devils. It's Reed Richard, and he will replace Sigfrido Carrillo. 2:40 to go. Raiders still pacing back and forth with their road opponent in the Leominster Blue Devils here in this Sweet 16 matchup with so much at stake. Dom Taylor straight away, yes sir! What a shot from Dom Taylor. And it's 12-8 Raiders, a fast break chance on the other end is easy money for Reed Richard. Carter, it seems the Fairhaven Blue Devils know how to deal blows back.
Yeah, great job there by Leominster, really just to keep up with this Raider offense. It's just back and forth scoring, and they really got to keep it up.
I always mix the Blue Devils up, and the reason being, got to shout out my co-worker Jason Antonio, head coach of the Fairhaven Blue Devils, but these are indeed the Leominster Blue Devils, and a near second bucket in a row for Reed Richard, but the Raiders have the board. McDonald on the drive, can't get the roll. Taylor the O board. Now Finlaw driving left hand. Maybe that's the spark the Raiders needed. Finlaw always seems to get everybody going.
Yeah, great job there by Max Finlaw. Really nice 2-3 Euro steps. And as he scores again, Max Finlaw makes it a 6-point lead.
Raiders starting to pile on. They need to keep the momentum going. Perhaps the introduction of the full court press to this one could be that catalyst they need. Carter, we've seen it work plenty of times this season.
Yeah, for sure, John. Each game and out, they may not start out by using the full court press, but by the second quarter, they'll start using it, and teams who try to get up the court cannot.
Taylor trapped in the paint. Travel called. Just a hair above a minute left here in quarter number one. 16-10 in favor of the Raiders. Johnson goes across for Data. Pass swing coming over, another three. This one missed by Reed Richard. Board will give the Blue Devils another chance. They can't cash in. That miss was by Reese Laura. Here comes McDonald the other way, end-to-end finish.
Brendan McDonald showing that football athleticism, really putting on a show tonight as they're going to need him to.
Half a minute to play. Raiders looking to grab a 10-point lead going into the half. Leominster looking to shave that lead down just a bit. Shot clock is off, so if Leominster wants it, they can have the rest of this quarter. A three-pointer on the way. Laura can't connect. Under 10, Raiders got to hurry. McDonald steps into a three-pointer. You bet! 21-10 Raiders. A heave at the buzzer. Goes over the backboard. And the first quarter comes to an end here inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. Back above the vet, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios. And Carter, a bit of a slow start for both teams, but the Raiders starting to really show that grit at the end of quarter one.
Oh yeah, for sure, John. Always, in usual Somerset Berkley fashion, they start pouring on the scoring. As for the Leominster Blue Devils, the efficiency really just wasn't there in that quarter.
Let's see if Leominster can bounce back and try to draw even once more with the Raiders, as they did many times in quarter one. Back at a flash here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube.
Also, fans, a reminder that the winner of tonight's game will take on the winner of Berkley and Pope Francis. At halftime, Berkley is leading 31-29.
Second quarter underway. Here inside the vet, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. As your Somerset Berkley Raiders lead the visiting Leominster Blue Devils 21-10 here in the Sweet 16 of the MIAA Division II Basketball State Tournament. A stop and pop on the way will fall for Michael Keenan. Good start to quarter two for the Blue Devils.
Great start there by Michael Keenan. They're really going to need to find that open space in the mid-range, which seems what they've been trying to do for the start of this game.
Bjork drives in, count it, and the foul.
Finn Bjork put on a little shimmy in the paint, starts doing a little Euro steps, and draws an and one.
First on the team, Osiris Lopez returning to the Leominster lineup, replacing Reed
Bjork heading back to the line, his second trip to the charity stripe in this game thus far. And Carter, that's something the Raiders are going to have to do in every game the rest of the way. They need to win the battle of getting to the free throw line.
Oh, for sure, John. And even for guys like Finn Bjork, who's a near 70% shooter, for a high school center, that's very impressive.
Michael Keenan starts a pass cycle around the perimeter. Now Jaden Johnson. Another swing. Blue Devils can't find any open shooters yet. 10 on the shot clock. Carrillo spinning and winning. Beautiful work by Sigfrido Carrillo.
Great play there by Carrillo. Really showing why he's one of the key players on this Leominster team, putting on a show there against Finn Bjork playing defense.
Now McDonald trying to shake Johnson. got stuck and tried to throw it off a player out of bounds. Travel called before he can. 6:32 to go in the half. A 10-point Raider lead, 24-14 over the visiting Leominster Blue Devils. Jack Data starts a swing and he'll cut. Osiris trying to find him, he can't. Ball's on the deck. McDonald battling for it with Osiris Lopez, and jump ball is called. The possession arrow favoring Somerset Berkley.
Great play there by Brendan McDonald. Again, another hustle play. Beats out Osiris Lopez, which looks like to be a good battle, both starting quarterbacks for their respective football teams.
A little bit of a game within a game tonight. McDonald for Bjork and sets the screen for him as well. Finn Bjork spins in the paint, puts it up, and got fouled. Third trip to the stripe for Finn Bjork and his second in the past minute.
Great play there by Finn Bjork, showing a little bit more, a different side of himself as he's really drawing fouls and getting to the line, which is, we haven't really seen a lot of that throughout this year.
First one drops, 4:15 in white. Bjork, one of many seniors on this Somerset Berkley team, a group that is so well-rounded in terms of chemistry and work ethic. Just the team that any great basketball coach would want. Three-pointer on the way from Carrillo will fall. Sigfrido Carrillo starting to put his stamp on this game here in the second quarter. And it's back down to a 9-point Raider lead. Pacheco, shaking and baking, goes for Bjork, lost the handle, right into the hands of Osiris Lopez. Fast break chance, Jaden Johnson, the sidestep, and he got fouled.
Great play there by the Blue Devils, really just to get the ball up that court quickly and try and score as quickly as possible. In result, they drew a foul.
Number 5, Jaden Johnson at the line, shooting 2.
Johnson, the senior, with some very stylish kicks, I have to say. He'll make the first. Both teams bringing large amounts of fans to the vet tonight. Bottom section of the gymnasium completely filled, and the top section not much different. Johnson drops 2 as the Blue Devils try to chip away at this Raider lead.
Yep, they're really doing a good job at it. Despite being down 7-8 points, they're really not letting Somerset Berkley build too much of a lead where they can build so much momentum that they really can't come back from.
Ball went out of bounds off of Colton Pacheco. Back to Leominster ball. Outside Michael Keenan, his three-pointer comes up strong. Rebound tipped up by Bjork, and now McDonald. For Taylor, a beautiful pass and an even better finish for Dom Taylor.
Great pass there by Finn Bjork, showing his court vision that we don't usually see him do. And that layup by Dom Taylor was really impressive to watch.
Raiders looking to keep a comfortable cushion between them and the Blue Devils. Johnson nearly had it stripped by Dom Taylor. Johnson tries to go low, picked off by a combination of McDonald and Pacheco. Now Pacheco looking for an option, finds his captain, Brendan McDonald. McDonald back for Pacheco. Shaking, baking, spinning, floating, will go. On the fast break the other way, counted in the foul for Sigfrido Carrillo. Foul's gonna be on Finn Bjork, and the Leominster Blue Devils, Carter, quickly storming back here in quarter 2.
As I said before, they're not letting this game slip away from them. And as for Carrillo, he's really been impressive to watch today, both shooting from the three-point line and driving to the bucket, getting nice and one lays.
Sigfrido Carrillo will make the extra. Down to a 6-point Raider lead, 28-22 with less than 4 to play in the half. York drives, goes outside for Finlaw. Max Finlaw didn't like his options, so now a reset with McDonald. Brendan McDonald kicks for Finlaw. Max is trapped, he'll spin, float, and he got it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful by Max Finlaw.
Max Finlaw, one of those players who's really just fundamentally amazing in there, just shaking and baking and inside the mid-range slot where he just made a nice floater lay.
Carrillo will trade and take a 3. Strong, well strong in fact. Now McDonald, the fast break up for Max Finlaw. He has it.
Raiders fighting back from adversity. Looked like the Blue Devils were clawing back, and they're putting their stamp, and the Raiders are putting their stamp on this game, as they're not going to let them come back easily.
Another miss for Leominster. McDonald, count it, and the foul.
Great play there by Brendan McDonald. This is why he's one of the best guards in the state. No matter, he can do it all.
Second foul on Michael Keenan as the senior shooting guard starts to get himself into a little bit of foul trouble. Finn Bjork gonna check out to be replaced by Jacob Loro for the Raiders.
McDonald at the line shooting 1.
Brendan McDonald looking to complete the and 1. He is 80% from the free throw stripe on the season. He's got it. And Matt Cushion returning to form for Somerset Berkley, 35-22. 13-point advantage here at home. A 3-pointer on the way will bring it down a bit. Nice shot from Michael Keenan to redeem himself for the last foul, Carter.
Yeah, great job there by Keenan. Really redeeming himself after the foul, as you said. And the Raiders really got to key up on those 3-pointers because it seems like the Blue Devils are really knocking them down. McDonald
drives, trying to kick for Loro, picked off by Osiris Lopez, and now Johnson. Johnson for Carrillo, back to the corner, another 3 from Michael Keenan, gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. Talk about some tough luck. Taylor able to get it dislodged. 2:13 to play in the half. A 10-point Somerset Berkley lead, 35-25 here in the Sweet 16. Inbounding is Data. He goes in for Osiris Lopez, can't finish, and Dom Taylor has the board. McDonald for Finlaw. Raiders settling it down as everybody emerges from the backcourt. Under 2 to play in half number 1. And a back-and-forth barn burner here at the vet. McDonald, the step-back 3. A little bit wide right. Taylor, the O-board. Outside Loro, fakes and drives. Loro's trapped, goes back for Taylor. A deep 3. That one a bit strong. Saved in bounds by Michael Keenan. And here come the Blue Devils with a minute and a half left. Keenan thought about another 3. Now he'll drive and dish. Osiris Lopez strong. The putback, however, is true for Sigfrido Carrillo.
Carrillo's really been all over the court today. No matter where he is, he always seems to find the back of the bucket.
Now Finlaw. Finding McDonald. McDonald has a Finlaw screen to use, but he's working one-on-one. McDonald, the drive baseline. Outside Pacheco, the high arcer. You got it! Under a minute to play in the half. Raiders lead back up to 11.
The Raiders continuing to be relentless on not letting the Blue Devils come back in this game. Whenever it seems that the Blue Devils are going to go on the run, the Raiders make a 3 or make a crucial bucket that keeps their lead intact.
A travel called against Sigfrido Carrillo. And now about an 11-second difference between shot and game clock with 46 seconds to play before we head to the locker room for the halftime break. McDonald drives, tries another Euro. Looks like it will stay Raider ball as it went out of bounds. McDonald will inbound. and find Dom Taylor. Pacheco going one-on-one against Data. Pacheco spins, goes outside Finlaw. He'll drive himself, ran into Data, and it's a turnover. Shot clock's off. Leominster has the rest if they need it. The bump off and a finish for Osiris Lopez. Now the Raiders can have the last shot with under 10. McDonald with 5 for Finlaw. Max is trapped, puts it up, and it's a bit short as half number 1 comes to an end here in Somerset. Back up just before halftime, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And Carter, there were struggles for both squads in quarter number 1, but quarter number 2 showed us just why both these teams are as deep in this state tournament as they are.
For sure, John. That both teams have really showed exactly why they're here, and I think for the rest of this game, it's only going to be more high scoring.
And Carter, what's one player from each team that you would expect to do that high scoring the rest of the way, should their teams be able to grab a W and move on to the Elite Eight?
For the Blue Devils, I think it's going to be Osiris Lopez. He's really had an impact this game. Not as much as the flashiness of his play, but more of just being in the right places at the right time. And as for the Raiders, it doesn't really matter because I think the whole team can really score and make an impact.
Carter and I were talking about it before pregame. A lot of guys on this squad for Somerset Berkley shooting 40, 50, 60% from the field. You can really count on anyone in this lineup, so I think you make a good point.
Yeah, for sure, John, but if I had to pick one player who's going to make an impact in the second half, has to be Max Finlaw. He's really put his stamp on this game as having a great game.
Let's see if Finlaw can lead his team to an Elite Eight matchup, or if Leominster will be able to pull off an underdog victory with the help of Osiris Lopez. Only time will tell. Second half coming up in just a bit on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Back inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, also known as the Vet, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, along with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And Carter, 12 points from Sigfrido Carrillo, 12 points from Finn Bjork to pace both these squads. A lot more offense going to be needed in the second half as both defenses have stiffened up.
Yeah, for sure, especially for the Blue Devils. I mean, they haven't had as much contribution from the rest of the players on the team, unlike the Raiders, who all their starting 5 gets a lot of points.
And if you're Bob Slater, Carter, what was your message to your squad in the locker room during halftime? You're up by a decent amount. You have a nice cushion, and you're trying to find a way to finish off strong. What would you say?
I would say don't let the cushion get to you. Just because you have a 9-point lead, 9 points can go away in 15 seconds. So just that's the message I would give.
16 more minutes left to play, at least here tonight at the Vet. Let's head down to the court as we start half number 2. Minutes back up on the clock. We are set to start quarter number 3 here inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Somerset Berkley Regional High School here in Somerset, Massachusetts. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia along with you. Raiders will inbound with Colton Pacheco as they're up by 9, 38-29 as the second half gets underway. Perimeter cycle ensuing for the Raiders. Taylor on the drive, easy finish.
Dom Taylor ducking and weaving through the defense. Little couple of Euro steps and finds the easy lay.
Blue Devils looking to stay on pace. That was the struggle in half 1. 3-pointer on the way. No conversion for Data. Now McDonald with speed finds Finlaw. And now Bjork. Then Bjork driving on Osiris Lopez, and 1!
Finn Bjork cannot be stopped. Game after game after game, he keeps drawing and 1 fouls and usually makes the free throw.
Blue Devils foul number 3.
Finn Bjork, yet another trip to the free throw line. He cannot convert, but he gets the skip out board. Now Finlaw tried the step back three, but was ambushed. Now McDonald trying to put it up, and he got it.
That little pressure by the Raiders there shows that when they sought that full court press, or just really any pressure down in the other zone, they'll draw the foul or make a turnover and get the ball.
Raider lead starting to swell again. Leominster needs a response. Johnson for Michael Keenan. Keenan glued to by his number partner in Pacheco. Tries the dump off for Osiris Lopez. Lopez able to grab it on the deck. Now driving his Data. Can't find it again. And a shot clock violation.
That's just great defense there by the Raiders, period. They really just, the defense they've shown over the season has really been impressive to watch. Not letting up a lot of points and scoring on the offensive end is how you win basketball games and how you win state championships.
Pacheco stops in the paint. Back for Dom Taylor, another deep three, in and out. Up the floor comes Jack Data. He gets by Finlaw, tries the dump off. It's picked off by Pacheco. Over Pacheco all the way. Ooh, that would have been a great one. But nonetheless, number 11 in white looking like he will be awaiting an inbound. Foul's going to be on the floor. Inbound to Taylor. He'll put it up and can't get it to go. And an over the back foul, it looks like, against Finn Bjork. Bjork is going to try and argue his way out of it, Carter, but I don't think he'll be successful.
No, that's a very easy call to make for a referee. Just an easy over the top, and in usual Finn Bjork fashion, he's always a little on the aggressive side.
Inbound goes to Jaden Johnson, the primary ball handler for this Leominster Blue Devil squad. Keenan going inside. Sigfrido Carrillo, another finish. To add to his team-leading total, give him 14. 13-point Raider lead, 44-31. York off the feed for McDonald, finds space, takes the three, comes up short. Taylor the board for Pacheco. Yes, sir. Tough layup at that with two bodies right in front of him.
Great job there by Colt Pacheco. Really just right place, right time, finds the open space, and makes an easy lay.
Somerset Berkley foul number 0.
Reach-in foul called here against Max Finlaw, and I do want to note that last foul for Bjork, Carter, is his third of the game, so he needs to be careful the rest of the way. The Raiders cannot afford to lose their center in a game as big as this.
For sure, especially when Finn Bjork needs to take a rest on the bench. Coach Slater will definitely relay the message that you need to calm down on the fouls or you're going to be fouled out of this game.
Lopez across the court. That's Michael Keenan. He'll pull up with no success. Fast break chance brewing for the Raiders. McDonald for Finlaw. That's an easy finish. And the beat just keeps on coming for the hometown squad. 48-31 now in favor of the Raiders. Finlaw nearly out of steal. Carrillo will pull up and miss off the front rim. Here comes McDonald the other way, end to end. Got stripped by Reese Laura. Looks like it will stay Raider ball with 30 on the shot clock.
Not a lot you can do there as a Blue Devils player. Brendan McDonald's speed is really unmatched, and it's really all you can do is foul him, because if you don't, he'll make that bucket with ease.
Inbound straight to Taylor. Can't convert. Jaden Johnson, the board and push. Johnson had it stripped from him by Taylor. What an effort as he hits the deck. Blue Devils will keep it. Now Osiris Lopez goes across the court. Reese Laura for three. He got it. Reese Laura from downtown. First bucket in a bit for Leominster as they try to claw back into this one as we hit the midway point of quarter three. Pacheco searching for options, goes back for Finlaw, and now McDonald. Brendan, which exchange with Bjork. His three-pointer is wide left. Pacheco trying to tip the rebound. and grab it. He cannot, as it trickles out of bounds in the corner with exactly 4 minutes to play in quarter number 3.
Back on that three-pointer by Laura, it really is a statement bucket, as it shows that this Blue Devils team is not going to back down without a fight.
I'm sure a lot of fight left in this Blue Devils squad as the officials blow the play dead. Just to reset the shot clock to 33 seconds. And now Jack Data to push the floor. Data for Reese Laura. The bounce pass inside and the finish. And a timeout for the Blue Devils with 3:47 to play in quarter number 3. We will be right back here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Timeout. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia back with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Max Finlaw charges up the floor. The spin move in the paint will make for an easy finish. And the Raiders firing on all cylinders over the past few quarters, Carter.
For sure, John. And like I said at halftime, Max Finlaw is going to be one of those players, just like really the whole Raiders starting 5, that will impact the game so much, that will help the Raiders drive to win this game.
50-36, Somerset Berkley. Johnson off the handoff. Going back for Data. He'll drive with the Euro and finish. Jack Data trying to light a fire underneath this Blue Devils squad with 3 minutes to play in quarter 3. Pacheco to the corner, Finlaw. Max was glued to. Now McDonald. Brendan going back for Colton Pacheco. He nearly lost it, now he has it. Pacheco crossing over to the corner, Dom Taylor. Great defense on this possession by the Blue Devils. McDonald outside Bjork, 6 on the shot clock. Bjork puts it up. And a foul on the floor. Looks like the foul's going to be on Osiris Lopez.
Just the presence of Finn Bjork inside the paint, it really causes a lot of fear for the Leominster Blue Devils defense, and they have to foul him. Otherwise, it's an easy bucket.
McDonald, the inbound to Bjork underneath. Can't finish, but he will go back to the free throw line. The 5th trip for Bjork in this contest.
Finn Bjork almost playing like a hack-a-shack this game. So many trips to the free throw line, and he's really been efficient at making them.
Efficiency is key. First one rules. If you're Leominster here, Carter, you have to be really careful. This game could get out of hand quickly in the next few minutes if you don't find a way to deal some blows back in the other direction.
Yeah, for sure, John. All about sports is how can you answer to adversity, and Leominster really needs to find that answer for themselves, because as you said, this game could really get out of hand if they don't find it.
Carrillo has to swing it across, and now into the hands of Michael Keenan. Keenan back for Sigfrido Carrillo to the corner. Data on the drive, met by Pacheco as he puts it up and gets fouled.
That's one of those fouls where nothing you can really do. Keenan's really showing his shiftiness and really just find a way to get open space, and hopefully, for the Blue Devils' sake, they can keep this up.
Jack Data at the line. He will watch the first roll in and out. as the bounce is just not going the Leominster Blue Devils' way today. At least so far, as another miss for Data. Bjork the board. Now McDonald working on Data. Spins around and drives. McDonald got it.
Brendan McDonald putting on the moves on Data, really just going right around him with the spin move and putting it under and over for an easy layup.
Inside for Data, working on a much bigger man, goes all the way across. Michael Keenan comes up strong. All board for Osiris Lopez. Leominster resetting with Jaden Johnson. His three-pointer, yes, sir! Jaden Johnson from downtown. Leominster not going away just yet. Raider lead back down to 13. McDonald crossing over. The bounce pass for the cutting. Max Finlaw.
Brendan McDonald showing his elite court vision. And as for Max Finlaw, really just finding that open space and running it in, as I say a lot, for the easy lay.
Another three-pointer from Michael Keenan comes up short. And that's going to be the fourth foul on Finn Bjork. Bjork getting himself into tight quarters here as we head towards the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think Finn Bjork really meant it. I think he was just trying to go for the foul, didn't really see Carrillo there, and just hit him in the face with his elbow.
Bjork will take a seat after that fourth foul. Alex Crook, the hard-working bench player, steps into the game. Data gives it for Jaden Johnson, who moved off an off-ball screen. Johnson, another three. Strong. Pacheco fighting for the board. He has it. Colton Pacheco. Across half court. Stops in the paint. The layup will fall. Art in motion from Colton Pacheco.
Osiris Lopez caught lacking. Lazy defense result to Colton Pacheco to go under him with an easy finger roll lay.
And Pacheco drew the charge. What an effort from the Raiders' leading scorer. Raiders in the bonus now. And the Raider fan section letting Leominster hear it right now, Carter.
Oh, for sure. They're letting specifically Osiris Lopez, just because of how big of a name he is, they're really letting him hear it because they really want to throw him off his game.
Pacheco. The downtown drill. 30 to play. Max Finlaw called for the reach-in.
Somerset Berkley foul number 0, Max Finlaw. That's a second
Foul for Finlaw. A 20-point Raider lead. And Jack Data at the line is now both teams in the bonus. Data will miss the first as his free throw line struggles in this one continue. Second one misses as well. Oh, board and putback unsuccessful from Reed Richard. Shot clock is off. Raiders have the rest of it if they need it. McDonald inside, got stripped by Jack Data. It will stay with the Raiders. McDonald will inbound as the Raiders look for a last-second shot to end quarter three. Inbound. McDonald for Finlaw, back to McDonald. His three-pointer, wide right. Rebound for Michael Keenan. 10 seconds for Leominster. Jaden Johnson with 5. The step back. Strong. Rebound for Tom Taylor. Finlaw at the buzzer, wide. As quarter number 3 comes to an end from inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia up with you once more. And Carter, as we take a look at this bracket, Burncoat was leading Pope Francis at half. I'm not sure if that has changed, but we're going to be watching that Burncoat-Pope Francis game the rest of the way to see who the winner of this game will play.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big matchup. Burncoat is definitely the underdogs going in, as the 3-seed Pope Francis is really just a powerhouse in Division II for basketball. And if the Raiders win this game, I hope for their sake that they don't have to play Pope Francis so they can get an easier game to get to the Final Four.
I'm actually going to have to disagree with you, Carter. I would rather the Raiders play Pope Francis and beat them. You never want to see a team get lacking even in a little bit of a sense. You want them battle tested all the way through. And battle both these teams will as we look towards the fourth and final quarter here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. McDonald with the steal. Brennan McDonald cannot finish, but he will go to the free throw line after hitting the wall behind the basket pretty hard. Looks like McDonald's okay, maybe a slight bit shaken up, but number 14 is a warrior, Carter.
Yeah, for sure, John. And once again, you really got to foul him there just because of his speed, and he knows how to use his body down there in the post. So honestly, not a bad foul for there by Johnson, just because of how good Brennan McDonald is.
McDonald will make the first. A 21-point Somerset Berkley lead as Osiris Lopez will check back in to replace Richard Reed. Reed Richard, actually, my apologies. McDonald will make the second free throw. A 22-point Raider advantage, 63-41. Lopez going outside. Keenan back for Lopez, can't finish. The putback attempt also unsuccessful from Jack Data. Here come the Raiders the other way. Crook in the paint, goes outside. Max Finlaw, corner three. He got it! Max Finlaw from downtown. And Carter, you said he needed to step up. Looks like he is.
Yeah, for sure, John. As I said, he's one of those players who can really do it all. Just like the whole, as I said before, the whole starting five really can do everything. And he explained it right there with that nice three-pointer.
Data trapped and pinned by Pacheco, who has the steal on him. Colton Pacheco across half court will slow it down and wait for the troops to emerge. Pacheco back for Finlaw. 20 on the shot clock. Crook for McDonald. McDonald trying to shake Carrillo for Finlaw. Yes, sir. And the Raiders just will not stop on the offensive end.
Yeah, Max Finlaw showing it again. Nice reverse layoff, the great facilitation by Brennan McDonald.
Michael Keenan on the drive. The circus shot won't go as Leominster is trying everything possible to get back in this one. Pacheco, the bounce pass for McDonald, who retreats to the three-point line. McDonald for Crook. Inside Pacheco, can't get it to go off glass. Jaden Johnson the other way. Johnson end-to-end, count it, and the foul.
That's a huge bucket for the Blue Devils right there. That could be the bucket and hopefully the free throw for them that can keep them in this game.
Raider lead is swollen over 20. Leominster working against the clock with only 6 to play. Jaden Johnson looking to complete the and one. He will. And now full court press in some ways on for the Blue Devils that retreats quickly. Brennan McDonald finds Finlaw, and now the handoff Pacheco. Pacheco guarded by Jack Data. Colton spins on Data, and looks like a foul on the floor against Jack Data.
Yeah, great move there by Colton Pacheco. Put on the little spin cycle as he tries to get the shooting foul.
A couple more buckets in this game will be in the books. McDonald can't get one of them. Pacheco trying to get it himself. Can't convert either. Carrillo feeds it up for Jack Data, blocked by Dom Taylor. And a vicious one at that. McDonald, the bounce pass on the fast break, and Finlaw with the finish.
Great play there by Dom Taylor on defense to make the nice block as the Raiders respond with a great layup.
McDonald trying to go end to end. He cannot. Skip outboard Pacheco. Back for McDonald. Corner three. There's the dagger. Brendan McDonald makes it a near 30-point Raider lead. And Leominster cannot match. McDonald looking to put it up over 30 for the Raider lead. Got fouled. Looking like McDonald will head to the free throw line as he's starting to get banged up late in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan McDonald, also just blatantly, this whole Raider team, relentless, putting on a show here in this fourth quarter.
14, Brendan McDonald at the line, shooting 2.
McDonald only needs to make one for the Raider lead to get up to 30 points. But I'm sure we all would like for him to make both. McDonald makes the first. A 30-point Raider lead, 74-44. Carrillo and Lopez checking out, with Reed Richard and Reese Laura checking back in. Second one drops for McDonald. 31-point Raider advantage with under 5 to play here in the Sweet 16. Leominster needs a prayer and then some to get back in this one. Laura looking to bounce pass it down low. Miscommunication between him and Reed Richard. It's out of bounds. Taylor inbounding to McDonald. And now Finlaw working on Reed Richard. Finlaw spins in the paint. Got it. Max Finlaw all over the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, it looks like my prediction was right, John. He has really been the X factor for this Raider team today.
And you were saying he needed to be. And Max Finlaw will check out to a huge round of applause. One that is well deserved after an excellent effort, especially here in the second half. Pacheco working on Keenan, goes back for Alex Crook, and now Taylor. Dom Taylor on the drive, that's another finish. Everybody getting involved, everybody scoring, and everybody playing great defense. Just another game for the Raiders here at the Vet. Lead about to swell up to 40 in a bit. Pacheco, the steal off the botched pass. Colton Pacheco on the drive with the right hand, can't finish, got his own board. Now back for Crook to the corner. Langlois for Taylor, outside three, short. Rebound battled for by Crook. He got it back and put it in. Gotta love the grittiness from Alex Crook.
Oh, for sure, John. The Raiders showing no mercy here in this fourth quarter. Just putting on an onslaught of points.
Jaden Johnson with the bucket for Leominster. Makes it 81-46, and Bob Slater will call a timeout to finish his substitutions. Carter Sylvia and I will be right back after this timeout here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube.
Fans, let's hear a round of applause for Coach Annie Lawrence's daughter, Eva, who is celebrating her 12th birthday today. Happy birthday, Eva.
Timeout, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you. 3:05 to play here in Somerset. Crook goes outside, Zach King on the drive. He'll finish. And a nice display of control there by King.
Yeah, Zach King putting on his, also a football player, having nice hands to control the ball and put up, as I say, all the time, the easy lay.
Pass outside, three-pointer on the way, Michael Keenan. Wide right. Carpenter the board, it's Crook, Carpenter, Langlois, King, and Lauro on the floor for the Raiders. Alex Crook on the drive. He'll finish with the right hand. A 39-point Raider lead, 85-46. And the Warm the Buses chants begin from the Somerset Berkley student fan section. Crook, the bounce pass underneath Langlois. He got called for the travel before he could get rid of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, despite the travel, it's honestly great ball movement, and you love to see that out of your bench because you know you can use it later on in this tournament.
Alex Crook will leave to a round of applause of his own. He'll be replaced by Kevin Dos Santos. Everybody getting a chance to play here tonight at the Bet. And in all games it could have been, it's the Sweet 16. What a dominant performance by the Raiders. De Silva starts a swing that makes its way to Maynard. Now back around inside De Silva, trying to finish on Dos Santos. He can't, but he drew the foul.
Oh, yeah. Great, honestly, great defense there by Kevin Dos Santos. For a guy who doesn't play a lot, I really love his skill set.
Dos Santos, one of many football players on this Raider basketball squad, as De Silva will miss the first. Minute and 40 to play in this one. Somerset Berkley will be moving on to the Elite Eight, where they will play the winner of Burncoat and Pope Francis. And depending on who wins, it will decide whether we see another home game this season here at the Vet. Lauro on the drive. Looks like it'll be a jump ball call, possession arrow favoring the Raiders once more. Carpenter will inbound with a minute 31 left. Carpenter gets it in for Lauro. That's a finish. And a 40-point Raider lead, 87-47. This second half has been all Somerset Berkley.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter really who, even the deep in the bench. It seems everyone's getting on the score sheet tonight.
Silva starts a perimeter swing, and now Maynard working on Langlois. He tried to put it up, got blocked partially. Here comes Langlois the other way. Now Carpenter, his step in three. A bit strong. Zach King the O-board. And a timeout as Bob Slater will send in Max Hansen to replace Jacob Lauro. Clock is running the rest of the way. At least it was a little bit. Now it's stopped with 54.4 to go. Now Dos Santos starts a swing, back to Caven. He'll drive, right hand, and the finish. A tough one for Caven Dos Santos, and he gives the little man emote afterwards. 42-point Raider lead. My, oh my, such pure, sheer control of this game the Raiders have had here in the second half. Maynard going inside for McKenna. McKenna gets it back at the free throw line, can't finish. Rebound for Joseph De Silva. He had it stripped from him, and here come the Raiders, who will dribble out the clock and finish this one off with a 42-point victory, 89-47, and they will move on to play the winner of Burncoat and Pope Francis in the Elite Eight of the MIAA D2 State Tournament. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia back with you once more, and Carter, the Raiders just dominated in the second half, what we would usually expect from the squad.
Oh yeah, for sure, John. In typical Raider fashion, especially this season, it was a dominant display, especially in the second half.
And for Leominster, Carter, despite the loss, you have to love the gritty defensive effort that they put up from first quarter to fourth quarter.
Oh, for sure, John. I saw a no give-up effort in that whole team, and they should be proud of the season they have this year.
A lot of pride to be given around. Raiders move on to the Elite Eight, and a big congratulations on a great season for the Leominster Blue Devils. But for now, Carter, Sylvia, and I step aside. For our entire Somerset Access TV crew, the Somerset Berkley TV crew, and my partner Carter Sylvia, I'm JJ Sylvia, wishing you a good rest of your night from here at the Vet.